Stop for a moment. Did you know there's a game happening right now, and you're part of it? Whether you like it or not, it's the universal game of circulation, the perfect flow of energy that connects everything that exists. And guess what? If the things you've been wanting haven't shown up yet, it's probably because you've been playing it wrong. Imagine the universe as a constantly moving system, where giving and receiving are the two forces keeping the energy flowing. Think of breathing. You inhale and exhale. Try only inhaling without exhaling and see what happens. It's impossible, right? That's how circulation works. To receive, you need to give. To give, you need to be open to receiving. But here's the problem. Most people don't understand this law and unintentionally create blocks in the flow. These blocks are like dams in a river. They stop the energy from following its natural course. You can feel this when you're trying your hardest to achieve something, but it feels like nothing's working. It's like running on a treadmill. You get exhausted, but you're not going anywhere. Why does this happen? Because the flow is stuck. Maybe you struggle to give because you're afraid of losing, or maybe you have trouble receiving because you don't feel worthy. No matter where the block is, it's interrupting the flow of energy you need to manifest what you want. Here's the most important part. The universe doesn't respond to what you want, it responds to who you are. If you're vibrating in scarcity, doubt, or fear, you're sending out a signal of resistance. The energy can't flow to you because, on some level, you're blocking it. Let's simplify. Circulation is about balance. When you give without expectations, you create space to receive. And when you receive with gratitude, you keep the flow alive. But if there's resistance, whether it's holding on to what you have or rejecting what's being offered, you break the cycle. It's as simple as that. Now take a deep breath. What are you holding on to that you should let go of? And what are you rejecting that you should be accepting? These answers are the keys to unlocking the game of circulation and starting to manifest the life you truly want. Everything you experience in life, every success, failure, achievement, or challenge, is shaped by an invisible yet powerful force, the vibrational frequency you emit. The reality you see around you isn't random or something that happens to you. It's actually a direct reflection of your internal energetic state. And believe it or not, this isn't just a spiritual concept. It's a truth backed by science and ancient practices. To understand how this works, imagine yourself as an antenna. Just like a radio station tunes into specific frequencies to broadcast music, you're constantly emitting a frequency to the universe. This frequency doesn't come solely from your thoughts. It's shaped by your emotions, intentions, and deepest beliefs. It's the sum of what you truly feel and believe, even when you're not consciously aware of it. Here's the crucial point. Your frequency determines what you attract. When you vibrate at higher states, like gratitude, love, and trust, you align yourself with opportunities, abundance, and peace. But when your frequency is stuck in lower states, like fear, doubt, or resentment, you end up manifesting more blocks, challenges, and resistance. This happens because the universe responds to the vibration you emit, not to what you claim to want. The process of manifestation is incredibly simple, but often misunderstood. It starts with thought, which is like the initial spark. That thought, when combined with emotion, generates a vibration. The vibration, in turn, creates a frequency, and that frequency is what ultimately materializes in your reality. It's as if every thought and emotion you have is a seed planted in the universe's soil, waiting to grow into something tangible. However, many people don't realize that the most important step in this process is emotion. Thinking about something without deeply feeling it is like trying to turn on a light bulb without electricity. And this is where something fascinating comes into play: the heart. Studies from the HeartMath Institute have shown that the heart is the largest generator of magnetic energy in the human body. It emits an electromagnetic field 60 to 100 times stronger than the brain's. In other words, the heart is literally the energetic power center of your body. This magnetic field generated by the heart isn't just biological, it also carries the quality of your emotions. When you feel elevated emotions like joy and love, your heart's magnetic field expands, amplifying your frequency. On the other hand, emotions like anger or fear contract this field, restricting your ability to attract what you desire. But what happens when the energy needed for manifestation gets stuck? This blockage occurs when the frequency you're emitting doesn't resonate with what you want to manifest. It's like trying to tune into a radio station, but getting stuck between channels. The sound is garbled, distorted, and unclear. The same goes for manifestation. The energy needs to be aligned and flowing freely for materialization to happen. The good news is that this alignment is something you can adjust. By consciously shifting your vibration through emotions, thoughts, and intentions, you can recalibrate your frequency. And when you do, the universe has no choice but to respond to your new energy. Emotions, the divine language. Emotions are more than fleeting feelings. They are the true language of creation, the universal code through which you communicate your intentions to the universe. While thoughts provide direction, emotions provide the fuel necessary to transform intentions into reality. Think about it. How many times have you wished for something in your mind but didn't feel it in your heart? It's like trying to start a fire without a spark. The intention is there, but the energy to ignite it is missing. Phrase "thoughts create realities" is widely circulated in spiritual circles, but it's incomplete. Thoughts alone are like seeds kept in a jar. They hold potential, but they don't grow. For those seeds to flourish, they need fertile soil, and that soil is emotion. Emotions are the bridge between the mental plane and the physical plane. They breathe life into thoughts, elevate their vibration, and set the universe's invisible gears into motion. This is where the connection to the heart comes in. More than just a physical organ, the heart is a spiritual and energetic center that plays a critical role in manifestation. It generates the deepest and most authentic emotions. Scientific studies, like those conducted by the HeartMath Institute, have shown that the heart creates a powerful electromagnetic field capable of influencing not only your body, but also the environment around you. When you feel elevated emotions like love, gratitude, or joy, your heart's field expands, creating a vibration that attracts experiences and circumstances aligned with those emotions. This connection between emotion and manifestation isn't just theoretical, it's deeply practical. Imagine wanting to manifest financial abundance. Thinking, "I am rich," isn't enough. You need to feel the emotion of already having that abundance in your life. Feel the lightness, the security, and even the joy that come with that state. Your heart must vibrate at this frequency for the universe to reflect it back to you. But why are emotions so powerful? Because they come from a deeper place than the rational mind. They are the pure expression of your inner being, the spiritual essence that transcends logic and language. While thoughts can be superficial and fleeting, emotions reveal what you truly believe and feel. That's why emotions like fear or doubt can block manifestation, even when your thoughts are focused on the positive. The universe doesn't just respond to what you think. It responds to what you vibrate, and that vibration is determined by your emotions. This is why cultivating elevated emotions is so crucial. Emotions like gratitude, love, and trust not only raise your vibration, but also align your heart and mind, creating a state of energetic coherence. In this state, you don't just feel better. You become a magnet for experiences and people that resonate with your vibration. The universal circulation, the perfect flow of giving and receiving, gets disrupted when we face blocks in one or both parts of this cycle. These blocks are subtle but devastating because they create invisible barriers between you and the reality you want to manifest. The inability to give or receive isn't just a behavioral issue. It reflects deeply rooted unconscious patterns in our minds. The first block is the difficulty in giving. Often, this stems from a scarcity mindset, the feeling that giving means losing something essential. This belief is born from ideas instilled in childhood, like money doesn't grow on trees or save what you have because you never know what might happen. These messages shape our relationship with giving, making us believe the world is a limited place where everything that leaves our hands will never return. The second block, equally powerful, is the inability to receive. This is often harder to identify because it hides behind attitudes that are often seen as virtues, such as modesty or independence. How many times has someone offered you a simple glass of water, and even when you were thirsty, you replied, "No thanks, I'm fine"? This automatic reaction isn't just a gesture, it reveals a deep resistance to accepting what's being offered, whether from the universe or other people. These blocks aren't random. They're shaped by cultural and social patterns that promote the idea that giving is better than receiving, and that accepting help or gifts is a sign of weakness or selfishness. This mentality creates a disconnection from the true essence of circulation: balance. Giving and receiving aren't opposites, they're complements, like the flow of a breath. When one side of this cycle is interrupted, the other is blocked too, stopping energy from flowing freely. At a deeper level, these blocks are often tied to beliefs about self-worth. The difficulty in receiving, for example, often reflects a sense of unworthiness. If on some unconscious level you believe you don't deserve love, abundance, or success, the universe won't be able to deliver those things to you because your energy is resisting the very idea of receiving them. And here's the most important question. How do you expect to receive the reality you desire if you can't accept a glass of water? This simple but powerful reflection reveals how small resistances in daily life mirror the larger internal resistances we face. Every act of rejection, whether it's refusing help, a gift, or even a compliment, is a reflection of the state of blockage we carry within us. The challenges of giving and receiving. Giving seems simple, but for many it carries a sense of discomfort and resistance. This happens because, in our society, giving is often perceived as a zero-sum game. The idea is that when we give, we are giving up something that belongs to us, something that may never return. This deeply rooted belief stems from a scarcity mindset, where we view resources, whether financial, emotional, or spiritual, as limited. In other words, giving becomes a threat to our sense of security. This scarcity perspective is tied to the survival mode, a primal programming that prioritizes self-preservation above all else. In the past, this mindset was essential for physical survival. However, in a world where abundance exists on more subtle levels, it becomes a limitation. When you operate in this scarcity frequency, you're sending a message of fear and hoarding to the universe, effectively blocking the natural flow of energy. Overcoming this block requires a fundamental shift in perspective. You must transcend the illusion of separation and understand that, at the deepest level, giving isn't a loss, it's an exchange. When you give to others, you're ultimately giving to yourself, because we are all expressions of the same universal consciousness. This philosophy, found in spiritual traditions worldwide, teaches us that generosity creates a cycle of return. When you give with genuine intent, you not only release accumulated energy, but also create space for more energy to flow your way. Receiving, on the other hand, presents a unique and often underestimated challenge. Most of us have been conditioned to believe that accepting something, whether a gift, help, or even a compliment, is a sign of weakness or selfishness. This cultural and social disconnect from the act of receiving is an invisible but powerful barrier that blocks the flow of universal energy. Receiving requires vulnerability, and for many, that vulnerability is uncomfortable. One of the greatest obstacles to receiving is the feeling of unworthiness. When you believe you are not deserving of something, be it love, abundance, or success, you create an energetic barrier that prevents those things from entering your life. This belief in unworthiness often forms in childhood, fueled by criticism, comparisons, or experiences of rejection. It manifests as low self-esteem, making it difficult to accept even the simplest gestures of generosity. Overcoming these challenges takes courage to confront these limiting beliefs. You must open yourself to the idea that the universe is inherently generous and constantly trying to deliver what you desire. To do this, you need to practice conscious acceptance, allowing energy to flow to you without guilt, doubt, or resistance. Receiving is not a selfish act. It's an act of trust, a recognition that you are an integral part of the universal cycle of giving and receiving. Universal rules for unlocking circulation. The act of giving and receiving goes far beyond simple physical actions. It is, above all, a direct expression of your state of consciousness. When you give or receive from a place of scarcity, fear, or obligation, the energy behind those actions is fragmented, creating blocks in the universal flow. On the other hand, when your actions come from a place of inner abundance and spiritual freedom, they carry a transformative energy that fuels circulation and allows manifestation to unfold. Giving and receiving are reflections of what you believe you possess internally. If you feel that you are already abundant, your actions will naturally reflect that belief. When you give, you're not letting go of something out of fear of loss, but sharing what you already recognize as part of your infinite essence. Similarly, receiving won't feel like a debt or something that must be immediately repaid. It becomes a natural flow of energy returning to you. The key to unlocking circulation lies in understanding that the universe operates in resonance with your vibrations. You don't attract what you want, you attract what vibrates like you. This is why, to manifest something, you must first believe that you already possess what you seek. This belief isn't just mental, it's a conviction that must be felt in the deepest parts of your being. When you act from this state, your intentions are amplified, and the flow of circulation aligns with your vibration. The universal rules for unlocking circulation are simple, but they require conscious practice to integrate. The first rule is to give. Giving doesn't just mean sharing material possessions, but also your time, attention, love, and energy. By giving, you create internal space for the flow to continue. However, this act must be free from emotional attachments or expectations, which brings us to the second rule: give freely. When you give expecting something in return, consciously or unconsciously, you place a barrier in the flow. The universe does not respond to negotiations, but to pure intention. The third rule is to receive. Receiving is just as essential as giving, for without it, the cycle cannot complete. However, many people struggle here because they fail to understand the fourth rule: receive freely. This means accepting with gratitude and without resistance, whether it's an opportunity, a gift, or even a simple act of kindness. When you receive without guilt or doubt, you signal to the universe that you trust the flow and recognize your worthiness as part of it. These four rules are the foundation of universal circulation. When practiced consciously, they not only unlock energy but transform the way you perceive and interact with the world. You begin to realize that giving and receiving are not opposites, but a single movement flowing through and beyond you. Restoring the flow of universal circulation requires practice and intention. Often, the blocks we face are the result of unconscious patterns formed over years, influenced by experiences, culture, and inherited beliefs. To begin releasing these blocks, spiritual practices such as meditation and affirmations are essential tools. Meditation helps silence mental noise and allows you to connect with the essence of universal flow. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and visualize energy flowing freely through you like a river without barriers. Feel this energy moving harmoniously, unblocking resistance, and filling you with a sense of lightness and abundance. Affirmations complement this practice by enabling you to rewrite mental patterns that limit the flow. Simple affirmations such as "I give and receive with gratitude" or "I am an open channel for the universal flow" should be repeated with intention and emotion. The key is to feel what you're saying. Words charged with emotion have the power to shift the frequency you emit, aligning you with the energy of balance. In addition to internal practices, there are simple, practical exercises you can incorporate into your daily life to restore the flow. One of them is to start accepting small acts of kindness, like a glass of water offered by someone or a compliment. These gestures, no matter how simple they may seem, train your mind and heart to open up to receiving. At the same time, practice giving with intention. Offer something, whether it's your time, attention, or even a smile, without expecting anything in return. These small, conscious actions create space for energy to flow more freely. These practices are deeply rooted in spiritual traditions from various cultures. In Buddhism, for example, the practice of dana, which means generosity, is considered an essential virtue. Giving isn't just a physical act, but an expression of detachment and compassion. Similarly, in Hinduism, the concept of seva, selfless service, teaches that serving others is a way of serving the divine. These traditions emphasize that giving and receiving are inseparable and that the balance between the two is what keeps the flow of life moving. Recognizing that you are the channel through which the universal flow manifests is the most profound step in this journey. There is no separation between you and the universe. You are the very expression of the flow in human form. Every act of giving and receiving you perform is an energetic dance that reflects the unity of all creation. When you recognize this, you realize that you're not just participating in the game of circulation. You are an essential part of it. The role of the self in this process is that of a conscious creator. Everything you manifest, whether it's love, abundance, or challenges, is the result of the energy you emit. This energy, in turn, is shaped by your beliefs, intentions, and emotions. Being a conscious creator means being present and aligned with the flow, allowing it to move freely through you. The secret lies in understanding that the universe responds to what you already believe you possess internally. When you become a source of generosity, gratitude, and love, those same energies return to you multiplied, not because the universe is paying you back, but because you're vibrating in harmony with what you desire. Circulation, therefore, isn't just a spiritual concept, but a reflection of your very essence. Before you go, we have something special for you. An exclusive video has been prepared to complement everything we've discussed here, diving even deeper into the mystery and magic of universal circulation. Don't leave just yet. Click the video on the screen so we can continue this journey together. I'll be waiting there so we can explore, learn, and grow even more. See you there.